What's going on, everyone? How you doing? Ron here with TechTipsToGo. Haven't done a video in a while, but I just wanted to give everyone an update. Could we be seeing $20,000 levels? This is an area that I didn't want to see. I've been talking about this in my private group. Is when we break this level of around 30 to 31,000. Watch out. Be careful. Because look, we're heading down to $29,000 levels, right? And I said if we break this level of support over here, let me just pull this up here. If we break this level over here, you can see this line, we're about 31,000 to 30,000. If you look at these previous levels from here to here, there is nothing. There is no support. How did we go from here all the way up from this parabolic spike? From here to here, we had, just enormous amount of percent gain, right? Down from 12,000. It was just insane levels. But, if you look at where we could possibly go from here, we're dipping below 29. We have no level of support. How did we get from here to here? It was all, there's a lot of greed. There was meme coins, there was crap coins, there was Elon's tweets. There was FOMO from retail investors that came in, got burned, got wrecked, got exited out. Now we're getting a lot of panic sells. People are watching this level of 29,000. So where do I think we're going to go? This is a level that I didn't want to see. I didn't want to see us break this level of support. Look, if you look at the previous levels down here, there is no support here. There's no support. There's no support. So where do I think we're going to be going? I've been saying this in my private group. I think we're going to probably hit around here. And like I said, I hope that I am wrong, that we reach the area between 17 to 20,000, right? But if you look at the chart, there is nothing that supports you from here to here, and this is what I didn't want to see. I didn't want to see that we break this, because then we broke this previous level of support, and then we're just going to do this. Boom. Big tank down. Anyways, I do hope I'm wrong. I hope this is just a regular pullback and then we moonshot. But like I said, I've been saying this in my private group a lot. I didn't want to see us break this level of support over here, right here, because then we're just going to go down here. Because if you look at everything in this area, there is no support. So for us to easily go back down to $17,000 to $20,000 area, I'm okay when you're looking at these charts, right? But do I want it to happen? No. I'm just trying to be somewhat real and tell everyone and just look at it. But like I said, I might be completely wrong. But anyways, what have I been up to? Not much, just kind of looking at the charts, playing things out, saving some fiat for these massive dips. I'm not going to be spending a lot of my fiat. Right now I'm looking at bagging a lot of Polkadot and BTC on these dips. Just because I want to go with stuff that has adoption, right? That has proven themselves. Like you look at Polkadot, and when I mean adoption, right? There's users adopting a particular chain or platform or product or whatever, right? So it's kind of like getting into nothing is safe in crypto, but I call it my blue chips that I'm going after, right? Because I've got a nice portfolio of alts, right? But what I've been focusing is on a lot of the large caps like Bitcoin and Polkadot. And if you look at what I mean by adoption, we click over here, Polkadot ecosystem. As we click on the Polkadot ecosystem, you can see, like you could click on stats. You could look at Polkadot and the players that are building around the Polkadot ecosystem. So for me, like I look at this and I'm like, this is clear writing on the wall that these chains and other companies are building around Polkadot, building a side chain, building on top, working with other projects like Moonbeam, etc., Plasm, right? And if you go down the list, the long list and of players that are getting into it, and even a lot of the IDOs that I'm getting into, they are based on Polkadot. When they talk about multi-chain, they talk about multi-chain adoption or multi-chain interoperability. They talk about Binance Smart Chain. They talk about Polkadot, right? Because you've seen a lot of these chains get onto them. Like I said, it's just like writing on a wall. Once you start seeing companies name their companies after your company, like Polka Starter, Polka Bridge. Like you look at this, Polka Bridge, Polka Markets, Polka Dex, Polka Foundry, Polka Dog, right? It never ends. So that's what I'm really looking at. I'm really big on dot, right? Just because of the adoption, a lot of chains working on it. So even though the whole ecosystem hasn't been done, but the parachain auctions are starting, and you can actually work off of Kusama and off of the testnet to deploy things, right? So you've seen Karura. Karura is one that had the most. I think they had 500,000 KSM locked up. So 500,000 KSM locked up for that parachain auction. So Kusama and Polkadot isn't going anywhere, right? I know we're in a downtrend right now. It's a little scary, but hey, you know what? It is what it is. Let the markets play out. Hopefully, in about 6 months to a year, we'll be okay. But this is where people mint. This is where millionaires are created. Like I said, when I got into VeChain and other alts at a low, I looked for these huge retracements and always made sure that I had fiat available. And another thing that I always talk about is diversification. You know, if you have a lot of your assets just in cryptocurrency, it's risky, right? And that's why I talk about diversification, not just in cryptocurrency, but just in general, right? I'm not here to brag, but I always made sure that I had diversification in different areas of my life, like in business. I have multiple businesses. This one being the influencer channel or marketing company that I have that helps do marketing for social and blockchain stuff and cryptocurrency. Then I have my marketing team that also takes that same approach, but we deal with like regular B2B customers and clients. Then I also have my tech company, my local tech company where we service clients, right? And we also do a little bit of online stuff and also real estate, right? So I don't real estate and also just assets in traditional markets, right? Not just everything in cryptocurrency, but I'm really big on real estate. I don't really talk about real estate because they're so passive. You don't really do much. Like I said, you hire property managers for $50 to $75 a month. You can get them in the U.S. You can get them in Canada, and they do everything for you. When there's maintenance that needs to be done, they take care of it. They send you the receipt. It's reasonable. And it's set and forget. And then every 5 years, you renew your mortgage. Look at the mortgage rates, and that's it, right? But when you're 100% into cryptocurrency, yes, there's a lot of volatility. Yes, you can make 1,000x gains and exit at the right time. But if you don't exit at the right time, you pay the price. And that's how I always say, diversify your portfolio. I was talking to another colleague, and part of his strategy is, when he makes a lot of money, he has a rule where he takes 10% and he puts it into an ETF, or he takes 20% of the gains and puts it into an ETF, which is smart because he's not just keeping everything into cryptocurrency. He's sticking by his rule and he's sticking with it. And, it has worked for him. So anyways, that's it for the video. I really hope we don't go a lot lower. But, like I said, I hope I'm wrong. And that's what I've been doing is just, bagging a lot of Polkadot, a lot of Bitcoin, a lot of the large caps, Kusama, and that's it. So anyways, hope you liked the video. Try not to be too scared. Like I said, I think there's going to be a recovery in 6 to 12 months. And for me, like I said, I'm just going to be DCAing, dollar cost averaging, and buying these dips when they get to these scary levels. So anyways, I'll see everyone in the next video.